Okay. Plan is to get to the cannon without being noticed. Sort of. And there is where things get complicated. I sort of need to start the fight, though. I'm planning on throwing the pyramid there. Have a good amount of range. Right. The blaster will fire elemental attacks of various kinds, so it's worthless and very dangerous at the same time. Depending on what type of hits you get. We're in a bit of a bind here. I was planning on going invisible and teleporting there, but as long as I'm taking damage, I can do that. Release 2, I might be able to get rid of this.
Slide and slither.
Poison damage is another matter, though. I need to be invisible right now. 90% chance of working. Surely it'll work. And we have to wait. Nick will be dead, but that's hardly matters. His entire point is to entertain them while I'll do what needs to be done. Adrenaline screw things over, though. It will take me at least a turn or two before I can teleport here, and another turn before I can use the cannon itself. First one down. Probably. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Because Pontius the Pirate is gonna resurrect his ass. No. It's gonna destroy the cannon. Cannon is taking damage continuously and his turn doesn't end. But if I throw him away, it's not gonna matter. This is interesting. Don't think this is gonna work. Because it's not choosing targets at random, is it? It didn't shoot at Pontius, it shot I think this guy. That's the thing. It is not choosing things at random at all. It is choosing things that are the outlying areas. So Pontius being here is just incredibly lucky for us. Might get a shot or two before they react to us. But I'm sure he will resurrect things. So this is a problem. Might also block the shots. What happened? I'm invisible, but he can target me. That's bullshit. That is such bullshit. See how this goes. It's gonna shoot at that one again, isn't it? No, him, because he was the first one. Ooh, that's a good one. Next one should be that one. And the Pontius is on the line of fire. No, he's the one gonna hit there. Now the question becomes, are you gonna resurrect them all, or are you? Can't. I shoot at that one, hit at Pontius hopefully. Earth damage. Yeah, that's perfect. I think we should try to kill him instead of using this again, because if it shoots poison damage, it won't do anything to him. So,
Ready.
are you weak against something? Not particularly. Crushing, I suppose. This does earth damage though. Earth might be enough. 116 hit points though, so I don't think it is. I don't really think anything is. Not anything I can throw his way. I might be able to use teleportation to throw him into the flames. Honestly, I think our best bet is to take adrenaline and try to shoot through him. See where that leads. We'll be very weak after this, but if it's anything but poison, he's dead. It's poison. Shit. No, it's earth. Okay. Victory for us. We can probably spread the oil on top of them. Make it harder for them.
Full, slow, burn. The magic
Yes, but they're
elixir.
floating. They're literally at Jesus Christ. Not paying attention, am I? Triple. If I have enough action points to drink a potion, I'm lucky. And I will drink a potion. I'm not risking lesser one to do, but
A stitch in time.
I'm not risking our victory here. I feel like we were lucky to get Pontius killed because he came and blocked the blaster himself instead of just being anywhere else. If that would have happened, I'm not sure what we could have done. Don't shoot it there. Don't shoot there. Oh, gee, thank God. Yeah, it shoots at the target furthest away, I think. It sort of seems like it's picking a target. It might shoot at anything, but it never really does. So it's not random at all.
You get burned. Your grave opens to welcome you.
It still fires.
Back on my feet
Uh-huh. Why are you still... okay, I know why it's firing. It's detecting hostile.
Power stance!
Another shitty ornate chest.
And furious!
No target in range. You should shot there before. Load of crap. Guess we'll have to handle it some other way. Better heal. Not sure when I can get the rest of the damage done to him. But at least I can focus on attacking. Anything else? Probably drop a boulder on him to kill it.
What goes up must come down. Sweet relief!
Burning and stun. So pretty much anything will kill it at this point.
Your grave opens to welcome you! Ooh!
I would say this went fairly well for us.
Stitch in time, eh, my friends?
The fact that I have to pick up all the gold is probably the most annoying aspect of the chest. It seems to have a decent amount of gold inside it, maybe 60 gold at least. Just keeps spitting them out.
Grant abundance!
A couple of protection scrolls too out of this. The fact that I used the cannon also meant that they didn't have time to use all their equipment. Still, most of them probably just had a regeneration scroll. Empty bottles. Those are going to be mostly Firestorm bottles soon. That it? Okay. Nothing too interesting here, I suppose, except the Bloodstone. I got 2 keys. I'm not sure if I should use the Bloodstone now. It'll revive the companion. will be troublesome for me. I did loot that, yes. So we really have no reason to be here. We can probably find a switch that returns us to that beginning. Ooh.
Spirit, I call you home to the earth.
Why wouldn't I use the portal? Right, then there's the sea spider. That's a bit more troublesome thing. No cannon we can just rely on. I seem to recall it's sucking up water from the nearby river or lake and using it as a weapon and summoning minions. It really depends on the environment what we're gonna do. Also, how many hit points it has. Do I even have a chance to burst it to death? Probably not. Especially since the difficulty level gives them extra hit points. Blank air scroll.
A dead dragon. Who could have bested one of Rivellon's most ancient creatures?
Careful now! Cave spiders can be
Or cave spider. I seem to recall it's looking like a crab. So a sea spider, hermit crab, that sort of thing.
So I'm on the hunt for something capable of taking out not one, but two dragons. Lovely.
Yeah, this might be more impressive if I know how good of a fighter dragon is.
My great-great-grandfather used to tell me about a great red stone that made the local fauna fierce.
It's near the eggs. Right, it'll suck up water there. It's definitely a water creature. It's also fairly static. That's why it summons a lot of other creatures to fight. I think I should leave pyramid somewhere. Could I fire fireballs from here below? No. I was sort of thinking that. So this isn't an open area, although it sort of looks like it. It's really not. Third dragon. Still, gotta have a backup plan. Cover is my idea, more or less. We'll see how this works. I need to summon something.
I suppose
Perfect
that's what
timing.
destroyed those dragons. Destroying
Source
water from the
nightmare.
sea.
So it's not technically anything. 1000 hit points. Weak to crushing, physical damage, I would say. Good resistances against everything except fire. This is not to say we should use fire against it. There's water a lot beside it or below it constantly. So even if I use fire, it's not going to cause him to start burning. Sea spiderlings. Yeah, this is probably where I got the name. Sea spiderlings is fire and physical weakness. Anything but water would really kill them. They're slightly more stronger than the man-crab combination crabs that got summoned, but they're not that much stronger and vulnerable to fire. Yeah, I think they have range attacks though. I'm not sure what type of attacks he uses, but the water spurts are probably fairly deadly. I don't particularly want to stand there and take it. Is this should be able to use our own spells as a test line of fire there. I think it still might be. Now it's early now. Right. Fail. Fair enough. See how good well the spider does. Outside my buff range apparently. Right. I guess I'll save the points. Yeah, physical damage works just fine. And can also be poisoned. Yeah, he's not that strong. They can do about 60 points of damage to me each, the smaller ones. I'm going to have to make a war filled with fire. I don't know, otherwise I can tank that. It's not a lot, but there's so many of them. And yeah, now he's using 2 sucking tubes. He's gonna do probably double the damage. Okay.
I can infuse you with power.
Yes. Nothing a firestorm grenade can fix.
Face the unending
Yeah, 2 of them
darkness.
already. No. They all died. Okay, they're just so vulnerable to fire. How's your poison resistance? 40%, so it's decent. There are some attacks I can do against him even where here. I think that's the safest bet for us. It might not be a lot, but it's I'm not in any risk really. I need to just keep sending summoned creatures there. Ooh, and more. What is that? Crawling infestation. Ooh. In 3 turns you will die. Kill the source or get purified. I can't purify him, and I certainly can't kill the source. And the spiderling drops right on top of your head. That's wonderful. Failed to apply immolated. So I got the fire, but I failed to get the fire resistance itself. That's wonderful.
Everything I touch burns in sacrifice.
How the hell am I gonna deal with that? Doing more damage, I guess. I mean, a single spider cut it to half health. It's not that doable, really. I think he's gonna kill it. No, I resist. Oh, that's horseshit. A crawling infestation? Not only does it last forever, but you can resist against it every turn. It basically has zero chance of ever okay. Jesus fuck words. It'll never work, the spell. It'll never burst out of the victim. You'll always get so many saving throws or you'll die before it matures. So, what a shitty spell. Has anyone ever used it successfully? The moment I looked at it the first time, I just couldn't wrap my head around how does this shit work. And nothing's changed since that. I don't want to move, I'm already burning. So maybe heal that a little bit. It's not a lot of damage we did, but it's something. And he's not burning. Poison works surprisingly well on this though. Surprisingly well in fact. Summoned more aid. Firing barbed hair. No idea how deadly that it will be. But 4 times attack as a single pair of bow. It doesn't matter if he does a low amount of damage, he's attacking quite a bit. Spider bows work so well, so I want another. I can deal with the spiderlings. He'll have to move, and they're mostly dead already. Source Nightmare is not going to survive for long unless he uses some super attack on him. Yeah, just douse the fire. Holy shit. How about self-immolation again? This time it worked. The other spiraling will probably... I'm not gonna wait it to die. I'm gonna suck the life out of it. Heal myself.
Your grave opens to welcome you!
Yeah, this fight is nearing its end. Source Nightmare either dies against the spider or it kills it and gives me a chance to attack it. Yeah, it doesn't look like he will be doing much anymore.
What goes up must come down.
Thinking could I throw something at him? Probably not. I can buff my own guys, I suppose. If he gets poisoned, he's dead. He's dead. Doesn't matter which one of our turn comes, mine or the spiderlings, or my... what is that? The spider? He's dead. Or is he?
Cooler heads
I'm
prevail.
thinking of reasons why I should go out there and risk myself, and I can't really think of any. I might be able to finish this, but at the same time I might not, so
God sweep upon the earth.
better let the spider finish things. Okay, that was a much more simpler thing than I thought.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
Yes, you do. There's probably a little bit of loot here. Let's wait until the steam clears. A lot of good looking stuff. Rubbish. Rubbish. Quest item. Rubbish. 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 Holy hand grenade. Well, not exactly rubbish, but nothing we can really use either. More traps. Other quest completed.
Your flesh. Why, you're positively radiating. I know not. I was on board and a thing I can gossipers. Arata, when I arrived, we had much as the as you know though. And yet
16,000 for a level up. Definitely not getting it here. Let's go back to Lighthouse to finish that quest. Then Sam's collar, the cat. That's about it. I don't think that's enough for the level up. But I don't think it's all that far away from it either, so a minor fight could push us over the edge. We could level up, go shopping again, and well, not sure what then. So it doesn't matter. Move on, move forward. I didn't notice anything particularly tactics mode related to one in the previous fight. I'm not sure what was supposed to be different about it.
And yet,
you.
Forgive him.
I suppose.
Passionate.
shining soul, my love, from its incomparable purity.
Critical hit chance
clouds, its
increased.
dull complexion and shame. The nightmare is at an end. We are together again, and shall remain so evermore.
Yes. The past is the past, my darling. Let's go forward together now, hand in hand into the next life.
Okay. Left behind a mushroom. As is tradition. Sam's collar. It's probably not worth much, but you can push it closer to level up. The follow-up fights should be mostly wild wolves or some undead groups. With those we should be able to push toward the level up fairly easily. Could also use the bloodstone, I guess, but I don't want to. I need at least one bloodstone to complete a quest in the Lukula forest area, which
What's
is
with
next.
you, bipeds and beat? I would that I like the king among the winking whisker.
1,400? That's not enough. That's not nearly enough.
Maxine, my love, look at me. I'm wearing it. The collar I told you about. The one you told me was but the fancy of a dream. Here it is. a band of jewels, such as no one in Sicile has ever beheld.
Dear me, but that choker looks absolutely fabulous on you. Simply smashing. I can't believe it's real. Oh, darling Sam, you are a Tom of Means after all.
That I am, my little tigress. Behold my true color, and marry me. Make me yours, and my very life I shall dedicate to your happiness.
Oh, what a passionate puss you are, my darling Sam. As impetuous as ever. But indeed you do seem to have the right and reason to be. Oh, I shall hold you in suspense no longer. Yes, my dear Sam, I will marry you.
With a word, you have stopped my heart and set it beating anew with untold vigor. Come, my love, my lean-tailed lady. By the fire of the hearth, let us lie and purr the night away.
Well, so I got a little bit of experience out of it. Undead hunting. It necessarily have to be the church. Then use the eastern gate. Preferably not the church, in fact. Church has a lot of opposition, although it would be probably level appropriate, so everything is level appropriate now. I'm fairly certain I might be getting extra experience out of this. I seem to recall that you barely get to level 9 before facing the practice. At the same time, I'm not exactly in any danger of getting to level 10 before I reach the guy, so I don't know. Probably more or less it's the same. If there's a difference, it's so minor it's hard to say if there is a difference.
Welcome back to Sicile, Hunter. Legionnaire at your service. From the look of you, you're my sincere.
Beware of traps. Destroyed or unfinished. I'm not really looking for traps, I want experience, and dealing with traps would lead to loot, but not experience really. I need a fight. Ooh, this is a good fight. How far go?
I've got a boat, my friend. If you fall, I'll lead the way.
Yeah. Old Black Wolf, some other wolves, and embargo. And we're cursed. Super cursed. Getting touch. They're all gonna die horribly. I guess I don't really care. Surely not gonna use a master level scroll to save God. I don't think this is one where we get experience. It's not a quest, it's additional helper in this fight. They're a good melee opponents though. They're doing a huge amount of damage. And their initiative is absolutely fantastic. Still, wondering what I should do. I can't really do much about that Greywood, but things are in a perfect position to get screwed over. What are your resistances? Weakness to fire, yeah, this makes things fairly simple for me. That's burn in hell, every one of you. I'm sort of thinking that adding oil here instead of fire. Oh, well, sort of good. Better not move. Movement is dead. Any moment now, feel free to do something. Don't be shy. Yeah, now the casualties start piling.
Eternal silence awaits you.
Yeah, it's not fun now, is it? Once they burn, the resistances go to shit. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. Can I do something else? No, I'll finish him. I don't want to take any chances. The rest will have to attack
have
through
mercy
fire
on
to
your
get
soul.
me. So they're never gonna get me. I was sort of sure there were additional wolves. No, they all died. Okay. 4,700. Didn't exactly go well because the dog died, but at the same time I didn't want the headache of trying to keep it alive either. So I didn't see what would be the gain for me. It would be a headache with no gain, so yeah, let the dog go. Still, not enough for our level up. I need a proper fight. Now there's a Doxy.
I've got a bone to pick. Well, I've got no bones to pick, you see? And that's my friend and I collected a quite big pile of edibles from this shambling. If you follow me, I'll lead you straight to him. I'll lead the way here.
Yeah, but they don't lead away. That's the problem, isn't it? There's just different dogs. So, depending on the direction you're coming from. Did I ever do the wishing bow thing? Yep. $3,600. Pretty sure there's a fight in the north. Yeah, detection ranges are almost hitting us. Poisonous mushrooms. Okay, that's probably fun. Quite a lot of them. Armored killers, armored clubbers. I don't see anything here, so I don't want to come from a hill. I don't want to attack uphill. I basically have no chance of using things like fireballs in that case. Okay. Three fully armored archers, a fully armored killer, and a couple of coppers. I think we would want to attack these first if at all possible, so maybe I can move past these, attack them into here. Attacking the archers would block the only path they have to get to me with fire, and would take care of the most annoying aspects of the enemy group. Goose barrel. There's enough enemies there to guarantee the level up. So yeah, we want to do this. Also explore this. Door to Mortician's hut. Not sure I want to mess around with it now. Not sure what's a good opening move here. We can get fairly close, I would imagine, without being detected. I can't use fireballs because it's too expensive. Should have been the opening shots. They're heavily armored, so I'm not holding out hope of physically trying to kill them. It has to be something like fire. Any other weaknesses? Crushing, no other notable ones. So, yeah, I could. It just makes the most sense to throw grenades at them. Yeah, more resources spent, but they're dead at this point. Except, yeah, no exception. Also, don't have to worry about what poisonous mushrooms actually do. It's irrelevant. He's gonna be dead anyway. Might as well shoot at something else.
Spirits of eternal flame to my aid.
Might have been able to use these as sort of bombs. Who knows? All important level up.
Breath of the dragon.
There's no escape for them. Forward or backwards, they return. Okay. That went better than I hoped. At the expense of 3 empty bottles, basically. Got a good kind of amount of scrolls out of it too, thanks to that. Don't want to leave these alive.
The taste of gathering storm. Ice bites deep.
There's no telling how they could complicate matters. They could be harmless, but I would say that's a pretty goddamn big if though.
Burn for me.
Right. Slow arrow, charming arrow, silver arrow, gold, generated craft, regeneration, avatar frost, fire absorption, a couple of shields, a healing, that sort of stuff. I think that's the general craft you get in these places. Almost every opponent has something like that. I think there's a key to this. But since we're here...
Sharp weapon deals more damage.
It's not like someone's gonna react to me breaking down
Flashfire!
the door here, so might as well just pummel it until it breaks.
Blow of victory!
A victory indeed.
This shack looked abandoned, but it seems to be a secret laboratory of some kind.
I thought this would end the constant firing.
One man's trash is another man's trash.
Proof about how Theleron has been
That
involved in
kindly
these.
doctor has gotten entangled in necromancy. I've got to confront Theleron.
I'm pretty sure I got all the important stuff out of this already. A couple of 9-inch nails. More nails, empty bottles,
More junk.
more exceptionally useful items. Okay, so we got the level up. Which means we get to visit all the shopkeepers. We need something to sell to them. I don't have that much money. Might be able to buy some basic scrap though. Only abilities this time, only 3. I don't know if I want to even take these basic stuff. At the same time, the goal was to get them to level 2 fairly quickly. We're going against fire for the foreseeable future now. So nothing here would really benefit us all that much. I'm thinking body building up. It's one of those things that you feel like you might not need, but this has saved our ass a few times already. And the higher the resistance, the better it is, because every turn we get we just re-roll the resistance. So even long duration status effects will become short duration, shorter at least. It means when I get knocked down for 3 turns, I don't have to load automatically. I might still survive just fine.
Divine's double.
I'm pretty sure I can get Lore Master 2 somehow. Yeah, I just need a single ring of Lore Mastery. Worthless. 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 Well, water and poison combination is odd. It's not horrible or anything. They're pretty much standard fare. That's the sort of problem here. Nothing necessarily horrible, just nothing noteworthy either. The sarong might be the only few exceptions. It is air resistance. If we want that to go higher, then it might be an item worth equipping, but otherwise. Another lockpicking item, potentially useful, although I don't see myself using lockpicking all as much. At the same time, a ring it weighs nothing. It just looks a little bit bad in the inventory, but that's about it. Oh, I thought that was it. No. Unbreakable shield. Wow. Okay, this time we've gotten a decent amount of stuff. Too bad it's all worthless. I'm still not really disappointed at least we got something.
Salutations, Source Hunter.
She bit me in the face.
I want to use elemental summon scrolls. I suppose I should keep buying them. You think you don't need them, then you find out you need some 4 or 5 to get through a tough spot.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
Not seeing anything too interesting.
So you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you? The cretin's question crossed her lips and ached an air of aptitude.
Okay stuff, I guess.
You'll only encourage it.
I see the latest added lineup. I might as well start with the daggers and bows. We really have no use for those. Or wands, really. Well, that's not exactly true. Wands could be potentially very useful, but we are still more attached to the attributes that the current weaponry offers.
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks ragged.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman. The beast speaks, so you have a brain behind that feral wall, have you? The cretin's question.
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you
Well,
have.
well, well.
I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
Constitution +1, not bad. Promising looking rings at least. Belt of averageness. At least she's got a new crafting gear. Blank, blank, blank. How many blank skill books do we have? It's a crafting gear. Everything but fire. Rings. strength, fire resistance, air resistance, extra movement isn't necessarily bad, and we certainly could use additional fire resistance item at this point. Strength extra positive is an additional strength points would again allow us equipment upgrades. Movement is always useful, so I think it's a viable item, and since I'm sorely in need of new items, I'll take a ring, even though it's not exactly what we're looking for. Okay. Are we really using these boots? Likely never. Of the rest of the gear, I'd have to take a proper closer look at what we actually want. But it's hard to say at this point. Still, a proper crafting gear should be equipped at the very least. This serves no purpose. I would have to know this. Smelly shoes, it's a quest item, I can't get rid of it. Sneaking, pickpocketing, yeah, these boots serve all serve a purpose. This doesn't really serve a purpose. Other two will serve a purpose. I have too many gauntlets, I'm pretty sure. Telekinesis, pickpocketing, lockpicking, crafting and initiative, lockpicking and crafting. Okay, we can get rid of one of the crafting and initiative ones. Also the lockpicking one, I guess. Telekinesis, initiative, telekinesis, pickpocketing. Can get rid of that. Pickpocketing, we have pickpocketing, right? Definitely. Initiative only, can get rid of. Telekinesis and initiative. We have telekinesis and pickpocketing. Dexterity and lockpicking. Not sure if we have. Yeah, we have lockpicking. Not dexterity, but total cares. Pickpocketing, yeah, we have it. And telekinesis and blacksmithing. Blacksmithing, I don't think we have it. So, yeah, we can clear things up a little bit. Too bad I can't actually sell like this. So this didn't help at all, did it? The Legion Commander might be able to
You
buy
don't think
that.
it's infected, do you?
Come on now.
He never really has anything all that interesting for sale.
Damage.
Any real damage or
I might get lucky, never know. If anyone has heavy armor,
The
it's him,
Source
though.
Hunter. Oh, joyous
I could also
hour.
buy grenades, I suppose. Nail bombs. Ooh. Leadership, initiative, hit points. I like my current armor better. Helmet better. Decent armor. Extra resistances to fire and water. Well, too late for now. It would more or less be our current armor plus extra 18% to fire and water. I'd say okay stuff. Nothing really that stands out. buy your bombs. Yeah, the order is all messed up again. Okay, let's see if we can sort this thing out a little bit. There's no way in hell I'll ever use this. Boots mostly we need to keep. Blacksmithing and initiative makes no sense. I think we needed to get rid of one of these. Initiative and hit point. Yes. Mostly gauntlets though. Okay, what are we gonna sell? We have telekinesis and blacksmithing. That's fine. Pickpocketing. Lockpicking. Sure, why not? It's another pickpocketing one. Telekinesis initiative. Telekinesis blacksmithing. Initiative. Telekinesis initiative. Lockpicking and crafting. Crafting and initiative. Means dexterity and lockpicking can be thrown away. Lockpicking and initiative. Throw away. Telekinesis and pickpocketing. Don't really need that either. Perfect.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Gotta craft something. Something I can trade. Don't have to spend the little money I have. There's not a huge amount of things I can do this time. Most of the good stuff we've got were the items we've already sold.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it
I could do a couple of items, but they wouldn't amount to much. Smelt a couple of items maybe. Yeah, I don't think I can make a huge amount of money like what I found with crafting this time. Materials for pixie dust have been increased again though. That's something I seem to be able to do in as much as I can just have paper for it or voodoo dolls for it. Might be able to do some arrows. They're not worth much, but they're better than nothing. And that was it. Right, that was it.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Might be able to do a couple better potions. We'll make a couple of extra antidotes. But I forgot I even have these.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Might be able to make a couple of better healing potions. Seem to be. I would probably spend around 4 of those, but not that many really. Easy to replace. What the law says. Also, I should probably start buying mushrooms in general.
Now, where is my
Yeah, I could replace some of the
Legs and run away?
lost resistance items too. Air and small magical armor. This was something, I'm not sure what. Yeah, it's 5 turn invisibility, 100% guaranteed, cost 2 action points to use. I definitely like to have these in emergency situations, when I just can't trust on the spell, and spell is also more expensive to cast. We don't have a huge amount of stuff for trade this time, so I'm probably going to limit myself to the crafting shops mostly. Build up resources for in the future shopping session. At best we might get a couple of elemental essences and maybe
I see
scrolls,
your
like
tired
scrolls.
eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry
Metal
those
scraps means
vapors?
money. Shadow essence. Haven't seen those yet all that much.
Still in the mood for cheese? An excuse is more home than a slice of this pie.
Get a better shield, much better shield. Also plus 18% fire resistance. It's not exactly great, but it's fairly cheap, I guess. And it's another item where I could put fire resistance on.
Cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Something to consider at least.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
What's my current shield? Water resistance, lucky charm, movement. Yeah.
Cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
We might not need the shield though, like at all. And we could enchant any kind of shield with similar level of fire resistance, so I'm not super fan of that. But at the same time, I need to survive a meteor strike. So that's not gonna be too easy, I would imagine. No matter what I do, I'm going to suffer for it. What did I make for trade?
Cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Probably wasn't all that much I could have made. I have some gold items at least. Finally. Malachite. Not sure I want to buy this though. Need to check something. What are my resistances now? Yeah, still lacking quite a bit though. So even if I use resistance potion and maybe buff my fire resistances here and there, it's still a significant amount of fire resistance that we're missing. It's maybe we can put it on the gloves or something, but even that's not gonna cut it. Point being, the shield is, I think, is a sensible backup thing to buy. I might be able to get a ring that increases our resistances, but even that's not good enough. I need something else, a little bit of an extra
Or if
oomph.
you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your sister.
Can I do those eyeball things again? Not that many. No, those were not eyes, they were creepy eyes. Not sure what the difference is. I think the difference might be if you make craft them into other items, then the quality of the eye itself will be an influencing factor. Single metal scrap. Surprisingly few of these very basic ingredients. I don't think I want to visit that shop. There's still one in the harbor left. That's the last one.
I should have done this from
So
the
not
very
exactly a
start.
massive amount of improvements this time, but I guess we're more or less preparing ourselves to face the Brachus Rex. '74. Add the shield to that. We lose some speed or initiative. Okay, we could give up this because the strength is not really necessary. Instead, use this, and we can improve the blocking chance further. So it's about 20% blocking chance and 92% resistance to fire, which is easy to buff further. At the same time, I'm gonna be warm and burning, so that's minus 30%. Still, it's high enough that we can
Yes,
work
good
with
friend.
that.
I'm quite busy finding for the moment, but if there's something you'd like to buy, I could set all that aside for a few delicious moments.
First, weak, blind, mute, infected. Grants 1 bodybuilding for 2 turns. Sure. Silence. Cleansing water. Yes, please. We could probably buy fire resistance amulet. That might be the best option for us. Ooh, gloves with blacksmithing and crafting. Yeah, I have to buy these no matter what. Makes managing the crafting system much more simple for me. Only 2 items I need to keep track of. And that's it. There's really nothing else of value here. Right. I'll take the mushroom though. 3,200. So I need to come up with 700 gold from something. I could make a couple of extra staves, I suppose. Could I sell something else just to get the purchase going? And always trade things back. Perception potions are fairly easy to do. Also, I'm not using them all that much, so... Also, if I'm going to get the gold gloves of blacksmithing and crafting, the gloves where they're separate don't make a lot of sense anymore. They have other abilities though, so they're not totally worthless. So no, I can't get rid of that. Not selling magical things, not selling any of these. How much will you pay for a barrel of oil? Nothing. Seems reasonable to me. Shit. I'll sell potions. I can make more of these.
Goodbye then, good friend.
It's pretty much perfect now. We have our dedicated crafting gear. Everything is now 5, so I can craft every recipe anyway. Do I really want to craft something still? I certainly should make more of those, the firestorm potions. I think that's more or less it. I could do a few things, but there's no real benefit out of that to me. Also, empty potion bottles, don't have that many of them. 60. Attribute increasing potions. Crab claws don't really have much use. If you don't make the helmets, why would you even carry them around? I don't have an answer to that. And there aren't that many mushrooms I can use. Okay. Make a couple of grenades at least. How many fire storm grenades do we need? I only have 5 left, so I must have used quite a lot of them. Still, better have a few extra than run out in the middle of battle. Only have 2 scrolls, so blank scrolls, so I don't really want to use them because I'm sort of looking like 1 in 10 should be a master, more or less along those lines. If I only do a few at a time, it's a gigantic crapshoot to see if it's a reasonable haul for the so small of a batch of items. So I'll pass that one. Yeah, I think we're done. And I'm fairly pleased with what I'm seeing. I'm not sure I want the shield now. It needs to be improved anyway. More or less, we are not getting that much physical attacks at us that would make really much of a difference at the moment. At the same time, there is a drastic negative to our maneuverability that I can't get rid of no matter what I do. So better just ditch the shield for now. Blocking should be around 20%. Current armor rating still have half damage from physical, so I think we can maybe survive a couple of levels before having to upgrade armor at all. So we're doing very well on that front. I don't want to upgrade this shield quite yet. I could put an extra fire resistance on it, which I think makes a lot of sense. The thing is, I'm not sure if we need it now. At the same time, why the hell am I waiting? We're going against fire undead in a field of fire versus the church cemetery that has a lot of bombs, and then it has Brachus Rex. So no matter what I do, there's fire coming my way. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense to just try to counter that. Don't have the skills. Yeah, I changed it for equipment. But it's easy to change back now, isn't it? %30% fire resistance. We'll go over 100, which is nice. We'll feel it when we start to get negatives on that skill. And with potions and with spells, we can in desperate situation counter any warm or burning, so yeah. I think this is the more sensible setup for what we're about to do. Abandoned church, fields of fire. There's a place here too we have to clean up, but that's traps. I honestly don't want to deal with that shit right now. Trap will filled hellhole is exactly that. It is very annoying to play through. You don't really get that much loot out of it, you don't get much experience out of it, you just suffer, 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 and suffer a little bit more. There should be the fields of fire. With charred bone, pikemen, and various other things. So yeah, I think the practical fire immunity is going to be very valuable.